Hi, I'm Chris and welcome to my channel, Synergistic Singing. Let's talk about the VPI skill, or the vocal pitch independence skill. This is a term that I made up because there wasn't really, I couldn't run into a term that really described both the ability, the sort of ear training ability that musicians need, and the coordination in your voice to match that up with a note in your voice. So for instance, there are a lot of piano players that have amazing ears. They can hear a melody and they can go right to the piano and play it. So they have a lot of ear training ability. But if you ask them to, if you play a note for them and you ask them to sing the note, they may not be able to find it at all. And this is because even though their ear is really strong, their voice is not coordinated enough and they don't have a map in their mind of exactly where those pitches might sit. And so it can be tough for them to find that particular note. Now, this isn't true of, say, all piano players. I'm just using that as an example to show that you can have really good musical ear, either through skill or aptitude, and it not actually translate to your voice, and you have to practice knowing your voice well enough to match that up with the skill. And so as a result, I've called this the vocal pitch independent skill, because you have to produce the pitches without hearing the singer sing the notes for you, or without hearing a piano play your notes for you. Now, there's basically two main aspects of the vocal pitch independent skill. There's the melodic side of things, and then the harmonic angle that you can work with. And these are the two most important things that need to be built skill-wise for you to get started as a singer and be able to sing your notes confidently, knowing that you're singing the right notes. For this video, we're just going to cover the melodic side of the VPI skill. I'm going to bring you over to the piano where it's so much easier to see these things. So let's take a look and I'll see you on the other side. Let's take a look at what this skill is like on the piano. So if you give me one note, then I can sing any other note in the scale. I'm going to be using a system called solfege, so ignore the actual words that I'm using to represent each pitch. Just notice how I can hear any of these other pitches now in my mind and then sing it. So for instance, this one, so, mi, fa, re, so, do. So can you hear how I don't have to hear any of these notes now? Of course, I have to be given the first one because I don't have perfect pitch, but I don't have to be given any of these other notes in order for me to sing them. And this is the melodic vocal pitch independent skill. And this is what you need to know, for instance, if you're going to sing a song a cappella. Sometimes we have that as an instinctual ability, but even that can falter if we've never had training. Now that you've seen that, I hope that gives you a really clear idea, if you're a beginning singer, what it means to really be able to produce your own notes as a singer without depending on another singer or the piano playing your notes for you. Next, let's take a look at an exercise that you can do so you can build this skill. So for this, if you want to work on the melodic, the VPI melodic side of things, then you could say give yourself your first note, and we'll call these 1, 2, 3. This is C, D, and E. And they're right next to these two black notes here. So you would give yourself, say, 1, 1, and then 2, 3, 2, 1. And then what you try to do is sing one of the notes without playing it first. So 1, 3, and then check if it's the right one. And this way, you're creating the sounds in your mind now and then checking it with the piano instead of being dependent on the piano. And that's an example of how you would build this skill. You can use the exercise that we've covered to develop your VPI skill when it comes to the melodic side of things. In one of my next videos, I'll be covering the harmonic side of the VPI skill. But for now, try that exercise out if you're a beginning singer or if you have doubts about whether or not you're singing the right notes. And for more videos like this, make sure to subscribe. And for voice lessons, either online or my Austin, Texas studio, go to synergisticsinging.com/schedule a lesson. Thanks for watching.